What's up everyone, Sag here, and recently I've been talking more and more about doing more competitive Super Auto Pets things, and today that's all I'm going to be doing is talking about what I've been doing so far and what I plan to do. So do you think you have what it takes to be the best Super Auto Pets player? Or do you want to just enjoy the camaraderie of your fellow sapper? If either of these are interesting to you, then I highly suggest you join the SAP Dojo. I'm going to link everything in the description, so make sure to check that. I want to share what I've been doing for the past few months. You may have noticed a decline in SAP videos. If not, well, shit. Either way, I've been extremely active in the SAP Dojo, honing my versus skills and helping others get better. This year, I plan on doing way more 1v1 versus style videos, mostly of my competitive sets. This will mostly consist of the static packs, as that's what's normally done in the dojo, but a few events include customs and weeklies. Even though some of these sets may be crushing victories or embarrassing losses, I will post them all the same in glory and defeat. I participated in Team Tour 7 with my team, Jiggy Himmons and the Silly Willies. What a great name that we came up with. Our captain, Kutarba, I've talked about Kutarba a lot on streams and everything, if you've caught any of those with me doing my competitive sets. Haven't posted anything on YouTube, it has mostly just been on Twitch. But our captain Kutarba drafted yours truly, that's me, first because we thought it would be funny. So I'm drafted as a second seed, which is quite high for a quote-unquote brand new player. Not that I'm new, but newish into competitive as I haven't competed in a long time. The last time I really did competitive stuff was years ago, around the time that SAP was like really blowing up. And then I kind of fell off of it because of the way the meta was shifting competitively, and I really didn't like it, so I basically just completely moved on out of it. And then since the introduction of ranked, I've been much more active, and I really like the way the meta is for versus, and honestly I just really like spending time in the dojo. The rest of our draft for Team Tour 7 is as follows. We had Snixer 3rd, Geonix 4th, Tapir 5th, and Jiggy Himmons 6th. Wait, that's not right. It was Kutarba 1, me 2, Snixer 3rd, Geo 4, Tapir 5, Jiggy 6. And I'm forgetting... I can't believe I'm forgetting Revolving Coke. He's actually on my team this team tour, so I didn't even think about it. But Coke is also on the team. And Jiggy Himmons is basically where we came up with the team name. So this might be a lot of names to introduce, like immediately, but everyone I mention in this video is a regular in the community, and there's going to be way more names said throughout, and for the future, because there's so many people that are going to be on so many different teams and whatnot, and people that I go up against, but most of them are pretty regular in the dojo. I also hope to shine a light on more competitive players in general, so you can check them out as well. This is something that I'm really big on. I want to shout out these creators. I say competitive players, but these creators that are doing more competitive type things in SAP. The tournament organizers, and especially the players. So you have like I'm Just Tyler TV. I'm gonna include a bunch of these in the description. So if you want to check them out, please do. Markoto SSBM. Most people just go Tyler Markoto, but I want to like say the full name so you at least like know the scope, because that's like if somebody introduced me as just Sag, it's like, well, who is that? Who is that really? It's Super Auto Gaming. People call me Sag though, so I'm just gonna go with like the full name and everything. Even Revolving Coke, super big in the competitive scene. He's been on my team 2 times now. We have more people on my team: Dre Z, Dune, Fluffo. There's so many people, and I'm very excited for them to get more growth, because I feel like they deserve it. So that was my team for Team Tour 7, and we had an absolute blast, especially when Kutarba would yell at us for making mistakes. What good memories. We ended up making playoffs, but unfortunately we lost. So we had a pretty good run. Made some mistakes, but that's just how it goes, I think, sometimes. But overall, I very much enjoyed the time we spent together. But immediately after, a new season started up. Team Tour 7.5 Mirror Mania. So this season is a little bit of a twist. Every match that you go against is going to be a mirror. So if somebody's playing Pack 1, you're only going to be playing somebody else playing Pack 1, Pack 2, and so on. It's a little less formal, I guess you would say. It's not really like the other seasons that have been going on before, because you normally have 7 players. This time you only have 5. Anyways, this season my team is Dr. Dune and the Dune Bots. I made this up and it was a unanimous yes on the team name. Now we have our captain, Dune the Goon. He's actually our 5th seed, but he is captain. So basically, anyone can captain, and then, they draft their team accordingly. I was first pick, so I'm first seed. I'm very favored in this meta and in mirrors, especially with Pack 4. Right now, there's not very many people that can play Pack 4 well, and I happen to be pretty good at it. So I was picked very early in the draft. And then our second seed is Revolving Coke. He's our resident Pack 2 main. Very, very good at Pack 2. So that was a pretty obvious choice. And then we have Pigs United 3rd and Drazy 4th. And then, of course, Dune is 5th. That's the way that it would go. So only 5 members for this season. That's why it's a bit odd. And basically, all of our team is content creators. So if you look up any of these people, maybe not Pigs United. I don't think he's that into it. But everyone else, we've got a very content-pilled team. So for the next little while, a lot of my content is probably going to revolve around this type of thing, as well as other tourneys and events. There's something called Master of the Dojo, shortened to MOTD, and I've also been participating in this. I haven't been uploading or even really streaming most of this because I feel like I play better when I'm not trying to be entertaining and can just go full focus. But I'm going to try harder to just focus up anyways, so these types of videos will be a little bit different. It won't be so much of me talking, I feel like. Definitely not trying to be funny unless something funny happens. They're going to be a bit more serious and a bit more sweaty, I would say. As for MOTD, I placed second in Golden Pack, so I did very well. I was undefeated up until coming against Kyogre, who is basically said to be the current best player in the game. Not like I have something to say about that. I'm growing with every single game that I play. So my revenge is coming. In the current MOTD, we're doing Puppy Pack. Arguably my worst pack, but I'm also doing quite well, so I'm not too upset about that. As for more events and tourneys, there will be many more, and they will be streamed on Twitch. Of course, that's going to be in the description. I said this is the year of competitive SAP, and I really want to show the wider community just how fun it is. However, this is not to say that I won't be playing Arena, doing blind weeklies, or finding cool undiscovered combos, because none of that stops. Especially with the introduction of Unicorn Pack coming out, I can't wait to not only explore all the cool combos there, but also the very serious versus side of its viability. I still love this game, and I want nothing more than to keep doing all the things that I love, and to have this game and the community grow. So please, if you're at all interested, join the Discord. Just check it out. You might be called Bard, but that's okay. It happens to everyone. Put a little toe in the water. Most of this stuff can be quite low commitment as long as you are upfront about it, and can be done at an agreed time and date so it works with both people's schedules. I can't stress this enough. Like, if you think like you've got a full-time job or you're going to school and you won't have enough time, you will. You can really, really arrange and schedule around when you need your matches to be. I think it's very, very good. Sometimes there's a lot of matches that need to be played, but you normally have a decent bit of time to complete it. Like a week minimum to complete one set, or usually a couple weeks if you need to complete more, depending on like what is going on. Now, the tourneys are a little bit different. It depends on if it's a long form one or a short form one. Short form is going to take like all day. It's going to take like your whole Saturday and maybe Sunday. Those are a little bit harder to do, and nobody's going to blame me if you don't do it. The long form ones, I feel like, is where this really comes in. It's so cool to be able to get in your set, practice, like figure out what you did wrong, what you did right, and then grow from that. And then next week, you have another set that you need to prepare for. It just feels really, really good. So if you think you have what it takes, then I'll see you there. Think you're better than me? Put it to the test. I'm 1v1ing people all the time in the Discord. You will see me. I guarantee it. I'm not in there all the time, but especially with a lot of people practicing for Team Tour 7.5, you might not see me where, people are being a little bit secretive on how they're training and practicing and everything. So there's like different teams and different conferences that will team up and everything. But I'm always down to help people practice and get better, and I'm always playing. So I'm excited for this year of Super Auto Pets, and I hope you are too. Thank you so much for watching. Politely smack that like button's ass on your way out. And you know what? Have a wonderful day.